Hello, what's going on guys, it's your boy, and today I'm going to be making a video for you guys. So, I know I'm like 3 days late, but I mean, I literally just watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse yesterday, so you guys can cut me a break. So today, I'm going to be ranking all of the movies, not all the movies, all of the superhero movies that came out in 2018. When I say all the superhero movies that came out in 2018, I'm just focusing on the ones that made it into theater. There were some animated ones, like there was a Batman one that was not very good, that was straight to DVD, and then there were two other animated ones that went straight to DVD. Those aren't going to be on this list. There was also a Suicide Squad one, which was actually really good. Well, okay, it wasn't bad. It was pretty good. But I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about the ones that went straight to the movie theaters. I've watched every single one of the movies on this list in theaters, except for the one that I have at number 9. So, starting the list off, the worst superhero movie of 2018. Coming in at number 9, Teen Titans Goes to the Movies. Now, this movie, let's be honest, all of the movies that came out this year, all the superhero movies that came out this year, all of them were pretty good in their own right. This movie was not the best. Granted, it was exactly what it was trying to be. It was funny, it was great for children. It made a lot of references that real comic book readers would get. I mean, like, they had a lot of funny jokes, they had a bunch of, like, stuff. They had a lot of jokes that really, like, reward the readers, you know? It was a decent movie, but I mean, like, overall the plot was, like, stupid, but I mean, like, not gonna get into that too much. Teen Titans Goes to the Movie coming in last place. It wasn't terrible, it's just some of the humor was really, like, childish, and I really could not watch more than, like, 14 minutes of it. Okay, so, well, 14 minutes. I couldn't watch, like, the last, like, 20 minutes or 40 minutes, somewhere along that lines. I watched the first, like, 45 or so minutes of the movie, and then I was like, there's better stuff that I could be doing right now. But overall, it wasn't a bad movie. The majority of comic-y people liked it, and I didn't think it was terrible, but... Okay, so coming in at number 8, the only one that's not Marvel or DC, Incredibles 2. Incredibles 2 is not a bad movie, but we had to wait 14 years for it, which, I am 14 years old, so that's not a big deal for me. Really, I'm like, okay, that like, I had to wait my entire lifetime for it, which, when you put it like that, seems kind of bad, but it wasn't fantastic. Like, let's be honest, it was not that good of a movie. This movie wasn't terrible, but like the bad guy wasn't very good. The overall plot wasn't very good. Pretty much the only really good thing about it was Jack, and I did like the fact that instead of it being like the first movie where it's like the parents kind of save the kids save the parents, that was kind of cool. But overall, I did not think it lived up to the hype. That was the big problem with it. Like, the movie wasn't necessarily terrible, but people way overhyped it. Like, on social media, all over the place, people were like, about dang time, it's finally coming out. And everybody was praising it, but it was not that good. And then the overall plot twist of the bad guy, that wasn't surprising at all, but, you know. Okay, so coming in the next spot on our list, coming in at number 7, Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2, now we're finally getting into the ones that were really good. Deadpool 2 was a really good movie. Now, granted, the plot was kind of all over the place. The fact that they kind of subverted our expectations with everybody thinking Cable was going to be the bad guy, and then it ended up being Juggernaut. I actually liked that, because Juggernaut is like one of my favorite villains, and seeing him in live action was pretty great. And it was a very, very funny movie, and I did like the X-Force. it's a shame that literally like every one of them died except for Domino, and then I mean, well, yeah, and then he went back in time to save Peter because Peter's a legend. I mean, we can't have him dying. So let's see, where was I going with that? I pretty much mentioned all the things about Deadpool that I wanted to mention. It was a good movie. Once again, they used his love interest as pretty much just a plot device because they did pretty much the same thing with the first movie. Yeah. Overall, it was a good movie. It was not as good as the original, in my opinion. A lot of people were saying it was better, but I like the original. The origin story was good. The comedy in it was a lot better. I don't know. It was still a great movie, though, so, like, let's be honest. Now, number 7. Wait, or was that number 7? Yeah, that was number 7, sorry. Number 6, because I can count really well. So, coming in at number 6, the next one on the list, I'm probably going to get a little bit of hate for this. Black Panther. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my gosh, this movie was amazing. I mean, it got nominated for, like, Best Picture of the Year. I gotta say this, and you guys can trash me in the comments on it if you want. You can go ahead and put a dislike on the video. Black Panther is overrated. What? I mean, okay, like, let's be honest, right? The movie itself, it was overall decent. Pretty much the only thing putting it over Deadpool for me was the fact that Claw was in it. Their biggest mistake that they made in that movie was killing off Claw. Like, come on. It's one of the most epic villains in Marvel history, and they kind of had to go and kill him off. In my opinion, I think that Claw was more exciting than Killmonger. Don't get me wrong, Killmonger was a cool villain. Michael B. Jordan did fantastic. But I mean, like, it's like he wanted to kill T'Challa, right? And then after he killed T'Challa, and T'Challa came back, or whatever, he was no longer wanting to kill him, and it's like frustrating, you know. But yeah, overall, Black Panther, the CGI was not very good in most spots. The action scenes not very good in most spots. In my opinion, Black Panther was not as cool as he was of a character in what is it called? Civil War. Because in Civil War, he was more like mysterious, and I know you kind of can't do that because it's an origin story. You gotta take a lot of the mystery out of it. But I mean, like, he did not seem as cool in this one. Coming in at number 5, this movie was expected to be terrible. Like, a lot of people were hating on this movie. The original reviews by critics, it got like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was like supposed to be terrible. Everybody was hating on it. Nobody thought it was going to be good. And then it came out. And if you don't know what movie I'm talking about by now, I'm talking about Venom, of course. This movie was absolutely amazing. It was hilarious. The overall plot wasn't the best. I mean, pretty much the only really good thing about it was Venom and Eddie Brock's relationship, which it was a really good relationship. I really liked it. I thought it was fantastic. Tom Hardy did an amazing job playing those characters. And Venom basically had everything in it that I wanted to see. The only thing that I think could have really made Venom better is if, one, the villain had, like, something he was actually trying to accomplish, because they never really clarified what he was trying to accomplish. But, like, they have, like, one line where Venom's just like, oh, he's just trying to invade this planet. But, like, that's not, like, that much of a motive, really. And then you never actually hear that from the bad guy's mouth, so it's, like, kind of depressing. But, like, overall, the movie was good, and, personally, I really liked it. I thought all the action scenes were good. The chase scene, that was probably by far the best, like, chase scene I've seen in any movie, and I've watched a lot of the Fast and Furious movies. Baby Driver, the chase scene in that movie was really good. I don't think it was better than this one, though. This one was really good. Venom hit it out of the park. Like, they did good. Coming in at number 4, we have another MCU movie. This one, Ant-Man and the Wasp. This movie was really good. I really liked it. The humor in it was exactly what we needed after Infinity War, because after Infinity War, we couldn't really afford for it to be like a heartbreaking movie. It was nice, lighthearted. The villain had one of the best motives a villain can have, which is survival. So Ant-Man and the Wasp was a really good movie. The relationship between Ant-Man and the Wasp, of course, amazing. All the stuff with the FBI, amazing. Paul Rudd being a dad, oh my gosh, like, he seems like he'd be a great father. I really liked everything that they did with the movie. Everything they did with the movie was good. I liked them starting up the X-Cons. That was pretty cool. All the stuff with Louise, epic. The Wasps, epic, legendary. There's another word I would use, but like, it has a not nice word in it, so I'm just gonna flash it on the screen. I think I'm gonna trust that my editor actually did it. Okay. Okay. But yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp was a really good movie. I think that the end credit scene was actually genius, because we're not gonna know what happens. We have to wait like an entire 10 months before we get to know what happens to Ant-Man. And yeah, that's really gonna drive me crazy, but oh my gosh, I loved it. It was great. Everything about the movie was pretty good, basically. Probably the only thing that really puts this one higher than Venom and Black Panther and some of the other ones is Paul Rudd. I just really love Paul Rudd. Like, I'm a little biased in that sense, but I mean, it's a good movie. It's really funny. It's lighthearted. It's a good action-packed superhero movie, and I loved it. It was great. Am I in top 3? I'm in top 3. What? That's crazy. So there are 3 movies left that I haven't mentioned yet. Now, number 2 and number 3 were really close. Like, I mean, extremely close. And I've seen both of them in the last, week. So it's like they're both fresh on my mind. And they're both really good movies. So coming in at number 3, it's a DC movie, Aquaman, Jason Momoa, legendary. I even have a Aquaman pop figure. It's right behind the camera. I can't take it because it's kind of keeping the camera from falling over right now. But yeah, Jason Momoa killed it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Aquaman might literally be the best DC superhero right now. Like, the Batman thing that they were doing like an Elseworlds Batman movie that was like animated. That was not very good at all. Like, that was kind of depressing, but like, yeah. But that was an animated thing, and that's not what I'm supposed to be talking about right now. Now Aquaman, on the other hand, an amazing movie. I was really freaking out because I'm like, the majority of this movie is gonna be CGI. That's not gonna be good. But the CGI artist did absolutely amazing. The visuals are stunning. Like, Atlantis is beautiful. I would love to go there. And the overall story was actually fantastic. Watching the trailer, I was really confused about which things were going to be going on when. But I mean, the entire story flowed really well. The only thing really about this movie that I think could have potentially made it better is if, not really. I was gonna say if they added in another Justice League member or something, just for a quick reference or something. But at the same time, Aquaman was fully wanting to be alone during Justice League, so having him be with some of the team members actually wouldn't have made sense. And it wasn't a fantastic origin story. I will admit that. I think it was fantastic. I think everything about it was pretty good. Let's be fair. And, the way the entire movie transitioned was also really good. There are a few things here and there, very nitpicky things that bothered me. But, yeah. One of those nitpicky things was the fact that they're in the middle of the Sahara Desert and they never explained how they got out of it there. But, that's okay. Okay, so final two, coming down to the final two. And number two, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that one of the best superhero movies, I think that this is one of the best superhero movies of all time, and I thought I would never say this about an animated movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. It was top-notch. I think it's like the most comic book movie of all time. The graphics were amazing. Like, let's be fair. I loved the animation style. Like, it was amazing. I loved the soundtrack was amazing. That was the big thing that put it over Aquaman for me, was its soundtrack was really good. And, like, they were able to bring in so much different characters with different Spider-Mans without ruining Miles Morales being the center of the movie. And, like, his relationship with his uncle, and then that plot twist later down the line, that was really good. Kingpin was actually a pretty good villain. I like the fact that they gave him, like, backstory on why he really hated Spider-Man. And, oh my gosh, Equity Gang. Spider-Man dying, that was actually crazy. I was not ready for that at all. I was not expecting that. That was weird. Okay. But yeah, but I thought that the movie was great. I thought that they built his character really well. And the way they introduced all the other Spider people was also really good. I loved it. I thought it was great. Okay. So coming in at number one, of course, I don't even think it's questioned that this is by far the best superhero movie of 2018. Probably the best superhero movie of all time. And in my personal opinion, I think it is the best movie of all time. I don't think there's any movies that can really compete with it. Maybe some of the early Star Wars movies. I wouldn't know. I've never watched a Star Wars movie a day in my life. But, like, Avengers Infinity War, by far, most ambitious crossover of all time, of course. I'm going to say this, and, like, it's probably going to sound, like, kind of weird. But I think Avengers Infinity War is the closest movie we'll ever get to being a perfect movie. Like, it had everything. It had comedy, it had drama, I was about to say it had romance. I mean, kind of, with Gamora and Star-Lord at the beginning. I don't know. It had everything. And to be honest, the fact that they were able to shove in, like, 28 characters or something like that into one movie, that was really good. The fact that they had comedy in it, but not too much comedy, and they let the serious moments be serious moments, and just everything. Thanos looked amazing. Like, let's be fair. It was a good movie. It was really good. I really liked it. I mean, literally, I got it on DVD, like, immediately. The day it went out on DVD, I went to Walmart, I bought it, watched all the deleted scenes, and none of the deleted scenes I really thought, like, could have ruined the movie. Like, I think they could have kept in some of those deleted scenes, and it would have been fine. I literally think that Marvel is so on top of their game right now, because Avengers Infinity War was an amazing movie, and, like, I don't know, it's just, it's going to be hard to top that, and Avengers Endgame is going to have to try to top that. It's going to be a challenge for sure. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.